Welcome to BTS Pins FFs. Disclaimer: this is a complete work of fan fiction.
Jungkook, no, I want to stay here and I also want ice cream right now, he ordered to his guards, who already brings him tons of ice cream. While he was playing in playground, but he wants to more, they even call his mother, who's on her way, when a stranger girl came and sit besides him. YN, what happened little boy, asterisk she spoke as she ruffled at his hairs softly asterisk, the guards panicked, but stopped to see her next action. He saw her with his puppy doe eyes. Jungkook, who are you? And I'm not a little boy, asterisk he pouted cutely. YN was a psychiatrist and she was sitting nearby watching everything. She immediately got know about his mental condition by his actions. Meanwhile Jungkook was son of a billionaire bigness tycoon and mafia, but due a tragedy he lost his memories. And now he's acting like a kid. YN.
Aww.
My bad, okay, then who are you, by the way? I'm YN, she extended her hand. He was hesitant at first, but take her hand.
Jungkook. I'm Jungkook Hoi aka Jeon Jungkook. He spoke with a cute pout on his face making Yin chuckled on his cutness.
YN, Jungkookie, you have a beautiful name, he blushed, while his bodyguards and nanny was amazed of the girl. Sitting with their boss who was strangely so calm with this girl, which was literally out of the box and unexpected by him. YN Jungkook, can I ask you something? Jungkook sure. YN, why you're bothering your guards? Jungkook, I'm not annoying them, they're the one annoying me, he pouted. YN, okay, so what do you want? Jungkook, I want to play more and want more ice cream. But they're not giving it to me, YN. You know only bad boys act like that. If you eat more ice cream your all teeth will fall and then you won't able to eat anything. Jungkook.
Oh.
Really, asterisk he asks a little scared as his big doe eyes widened in shock to get this new piece of information. His mental health was like a 7-year-old.
Yin nod. So, do you want your all teeth to fell, and you became a bad boy? He shake his head as no, then you will act like a good boy and go back home with them, right?
Jungkook.
Yeah.
I'm a good boy, I'm going back home. That he smiles, jeeting up a plushy toy in his hand. YN smiles too, watching him going towards his car while his guards and Nina's jaw was almost drop on floor.
They were literally trying to make him understand. Same thing from more than an hour now as it was getting late.
But he wasn't listening to any of them, but then out of nowhere a stranger came and he listens her without any hesitation. He looks back towards YN when he reached near his car. YN smiles as she wave her hand, he smiles and come back towards her. YN, what happened? Jungkook. YN right, she nods, can I hug you? YN, I just felt so good to spend time with you, he blushed while asking her and YN awed on his cutness. YN, of course you can my big boy, she opened her arms. And he immediately hugs her tightly. Jungkook, you're so warm and soft. YN, a tint of hue. Covered her cheeks and she felt butterflies dancing in her stomach, which was literally out of ordinary, it never happened before. Clearing her throat she broke. Hug and step back. YN.
Bye.
Take care, Jungkook, can I get your contact number? YN, what will you do with my contact number? Jungkook, I usually felt so alone at home so I will call you then, he pouts with saddened eyes and YN don't know why she felt bad for him. YN, okay, give me your phone, he happily extended his phone and YN scribbled her phone number and saved it, making him more happy. Jungkook.
Bye. Bye.
YN, we will talk later, he waves, to which she returned with smile. Time skip. At night YN received a stranger's call. She wasn't a person who attends stranger's call or unknown number. But she remembers she gave her number to Jungkook. And it might be his number, so she hesitantly attend the call. YN, yes, who's there? Jungkook, it's me Jungkook, remember we meet today? YN smiles. YN, of course I do, so how are you? Jungkook, I was missing you actually, he replied in a babbish voice and she chuckled on his statement.
They both started talking and Wayne got to know many things about him, like his parents are always busy in their respective work and never have time for him to play and talk with him. After many tries, he convinced Ryan to meet with him, and they planned to meet tomorrow on same place they meet today. They start passing, and they both start meeting on same place oftenly. They start meeting during her off time from her clinic, so it was not disturbing her schedule, and moreover, she likes to spend time with him as much as he do, as if there was some tug of strong feeling pulling both of them together. Basically, when one chooses her profession, she chooses to help everybody possible that she can. That was basic reason behind her constant positivity and the way she meets him every time he wants. But what Ryan didn't realize was she was supporting a seed of hope inside him to be there for him always when he needs, take care of him, and do everything that he never got, especially after he loses his memories and start acting like a child. I don't know, I just want wine right now, or else I won't eat anything. Holding his arms, he was constantly throwing tantrums that he'll not eat or do some anything unless one feed him food with her own hands. But it was not possible as it was already near 11 at night. Master, please try to understand. She must be asleep. Please eat something. You don't even take your medicines as well till now. What is happening here? He drawled calmly, coming towards dining area, Jungkook's from slightly, and Nanny faced downwards. Master wants Wan to feed him food with her hands, or else he won't eat anything. Mr. John frowns. And who is this Wan? A girl whom he met in park and being obsessed with from last few days. She scuffs and drink in dining area, but didn't look towards Jungkook, not even once, and then move forward towards the kitchen. Wrinkling slightly his palm, getting angry on her behavior and the tone she have used for his Wan. Talk about her with some manners, Mom, he grits out while Mr. June was keenly observing his son's all actions with raised brow. Jung, it's late at night. My boy, listen to your nanny for now. I'll talk with your Wan tomorrow and tell her to come here. Daniel easily eat from her hands. He tried to make him understand in a polite and reassuring voice, making him bow like a bunny, as he slightly nods in understanding manner. Promise me you'll bring my wine home, Dad. His dad nods and he smiles wholeheartedly. Mr. June was noticing his emotions and visible change in his behavior, and that made him more curious to meet this wine, because he already talked with Jungkook's bodyguards and nannies, and they have already explained everything to him about wine. They also told him that they informed about Ryan to his mom, Mrs. John, as well, but Mr. John did nothing about all this thing. Someone entered inside and smarts leading towards the door. Please take a seat. The person did. Tell me your problem, please. She grabbed her pencil, looks down towards notepad, but the person in front didn't speak at all, making her to face back towards him. I'm Jeon Jungkook's father. One raised a brow as if she didn't understand anything, but then it hits her hard and she bows slightly with a light smile. Nice to meet you, sir. How can I help you? You're a psychiatrist, and I hear you're hanging out with my son for the last few weeks. So, Dr. Ryan, what do you think about my son's condition? Sir, I don't know the whole story, but I'm sure he'll be fine if we try. Can you explain me what happened? The June notes as he starts telling her everything, how Jungkook got into a year ago, and then how he starts acting like a 7-year-old. Man really felt bad for him. So, what do you say about him now? He'll be fine, sir, as I already told you, so don't worry. Also, I have seen the visible change of his behavior from the last times I met him till now. I also have seen a difference in his behavior, Ryan, and that was the basic reason to meet you. And that's why I have offer for you when she raised a brow. What kind of offer, sir? Be Jungkook's caretaker, be around him 24/7 and help him to take his memories back. In return, I'll pay you as much money as you want. Even if you want a blank check, also ready to give it to you. But my condition is you have to live with him. And I was speeding faster. This was not giving her any good vibe, but she tried not to overthink. I'm so sorry, sir, but I already have a job. Thanks for your offer. He looks around her cleaning, giving it a judging and disgusting look. It was suddenly making one nervous and question about her place. She loves her profession and more than that, loves her cleaning and environment. But by the judgmental looks she was receiving, it was something in her stomach. I'll give you 5 times more than you earn here a day. So what will you say? But one still refused. It was hurting his ego now. Wyan to accept his offer, or else she won't even able to do her job here. In the end, he didn't let any other option for her, as he did what he told her. And when she went to her clinic after 2 days, she got to know she was suddenly kicked out of hospital for not any particular reason. She also know who did this, but she didn't let him win. But after a week, her landlord also kicked her out of her apartment. She was a struggling woman who supported herself and family as well, and it was too much to handle. And when all the doors closed for her, one after another, she was not even able to get a job at any place. Her heart clenched with every passing second. But having no other option left, she finally decided to call Mr. Jungson. I was expecting a call when. Is this the job still available? She asked directly, a hint of anger and pain lingered to her every word, which she tried her best to hide, and he won't notice. Of course, you can join from right now if you want. I know you didn't have any place to live, he drawled, smirking evilly. When but she tried her best to not shed even a single tear and give him satisfaction of having power over her. Glad to know, Mr. Jeevan. I'll join from tomorrow. She rasped in her voice and immediately cuts the call. As soon as cola and tears rolled down from her eyes. When I entered the Indian mansion looking around at all the luxuries, her heart happy with each step she took. Dr. Wine went startled when someone did said her name out of nowhere, and then she moved towards the direction only to find a middle-aged woman on her left side, placing her hand on her beating heart. She took a sigh of relief and registered what she speaks earlier. She nods. Yes, I am. She tried to smile but failed badly. Finally, you're here. Master have been waiting for you for a long time now. Why not from the earlier encounters with Jungkook, his nannies call him Master as she nods slightly. Okay, and you, the Mid Society, I'm the headmaid here. Let's go, I'll show you your room and take you to Master. Gwendolyn speak and start following her in mansion. This is your room. Where will you stay from now on? Mullock's frowned and her jaw almost dropped on the floor. It was just pretty, and only screaming luxury. Please rush up and ma'am, and then we will go. I'm waiting for you. Why not? She started moving towards Jungkook's room, and when heart started beating faster for some unknown reason. She opened the door and heard the familiar angry voice. I told you, Aunt Yona, I won't do anything unless Wayne come here. Everyone have been telling me from these she'll come, but why she didn't came till now? He huffs in anger, while his face was on opposite direction. One bite her lips. Well, I have to take someone with me. You don't want to meet her. Don't try to lure me. I'm not a kid. Okay, then I should take one back with me. Let's go, Dr. Ryan. She was trying to push his buttons, and one hid a smile to the way she was talking with Jungkook, like coaxing a little child. She immediately turns back towards their direction. His eyes meet with one's, and all of his anger vanished. His eyes softened, and the next thing she knows is he was running towards her and took her in a point-crushing hug. One gives when he picked her in his arms and swirls her around. Jungkook L fell down, murmured in a little shocked voice, her hand on his shoulder. Tali for some sport. I promise I won't let you fall down. He looked towards her as their eyes locked, and he didn't fail to notice the hint of hurt in her eyes. And suddenly made her feet land on the floor and Will let out a sigh of relief. You almost gave me a. She breathed out. Did I scare you? She nodded slightly. By any chance, is there something else also bothering or disturbing you? It was not speaking like he usually speaks in childish tone. One looks towards him, and her heart skips a beat, finding the intensity of his gaze. No, she stammered and took few steps away from him, but in the next instant pulled her closer towards him. You sure? His facial expression was serious, not even a slight hint of any childish vibe. She nods lightly, that was barely noticeable, and he let out a breath of relief with a light smile. How are you? I'm fine. In fact, I'm the one to ask you this. Are you okay? Where you went? You were not even coming to park, nor you were attending my calls. He felt like a child, and he seemed hurt from the way he was talking. I immediately regret ignoring him. She has been ignoring him from days now after his father approached her. But now, meeting him after days, she felt a little guilty with herself for doing this. I'm sorry, I was busy. Many things was happening in my life. She tried to smile, but then never reached her eyes. I don't know why I'm feeling like something is bothering you, Butterfly. Lisa cheeks and one's heart skips a beat. He was giving her a different vibe today. But anyways, you're finally here. I'm so happy and I want to show you my room. You wanna see my room and toys? Butterfly happily asked, and she nods. He have been calling her Butterfly from the time the storm meeting, and Well likes the way he called her by this name. Oh my god, your room is so pretty, Jungkook. She just analyzed her surroundings. He felt proud to see her reaction. I told you you'll love it. Well, you're right, it's pretty like you. When pinched his knot, making him giggles. Master, your breakfast is ready. Please come downstairs, a maid said and left, but instead of following her out, Jungkook was still showing his stuff to Wan and playing with his toy cars. Aren't you going for breakfast? I want to. When raised a bra. And why? May I ask? The reason, sir? He faced up to look towards her. I just don't feel like eating. Don't call me sir. While looks towards clock, which was ticking 10, as she narrowed her eyes towards him. Get up, we're going for breakfast, she announced, getting up, and he followed her footsteps without any protest. Well, look at Jungkook, who was staying with his food instead of eating, as she was abroad, confused of his behavior and the reason behind it. What's wrong? Why are you not eating? Are you not hungry, or you just want to eat something else? I just don't like eat. Let me know what you want to eat. I'll tell me. She was about to get up, but he held her hand, making her to look back towards him. I don't like her hand food. I know it's bad manners, but she don't make good food. So you're planning to stay hungry. Shrugs. I don't have any other option. He seemed sad, as if about to cry, and a second to know this his helplessness. Well, let me know what you want to eat. I'll make it for you. What do you say? His face lit up to hear her words. Really? Will you? One giggles on his reaction with a nod. He told her what he wanted to eat, and she started making, well, instead of waiting for her outside the dining table. He was sitting in stool in front of her and observing her each and every action with a look. How's it? When Howe served him food and he just took a bite, and now she was impatiently waiting for his reply. He took another bite and his eyes lightened up in delight after tasting delicious handmade food. Oh my god, he squealed in happiness. It's just too good, Butterfly, and never knew you were a good chef as well. Ron blushed slightly when he held her hand and knuckles. They started passing, and they both started getting more attached with each other. And came to know his friends really cared about what he do, nor they spent time with him. When Samna found his longing eyes staring his parents, leaving or coming, and except how are you doing? They never asked more than this. He didn't tell her, but she already know it hurts him. If he have lost his memories and become a kid, he also needs a treatment like a child. It seems like his parents was too busy in their life instead of giving any time to their only son. So being his caretaker, she tried her best to fill every empty space in his heart. She didn't have any work except to spend time with him. So she was giving her 100% in everything. She don't know, but he have been extremely attached to her in short period of time that now he only sleeps beside Wen. But when failed to realize was his attachment and possession for her was increasing. Now he was not just trying to claim her, but emotionally and mentally as well. He was getting obsessive to her. He got extremely jealous and angry if she got give importance or time to someone else instead of him, and sometimes his aggressive soul could only control the wine, as if he was waiting to rest in her arms and calm down immediately. Are you ready? When would stop in mid sentence when she saw him, all dressed up in a black suit and coat, her jaw almost dropped on the floor to find him this attractive and handsome. He smirks to see her reaction as he came towards her, and in an instant pulled her closely, wrapping his arm around her waist. Randomly pulled her hand on his muscle. She have seen him working out countless times, and there are evidences for sure this spelled that body. Am I your butterfly? You don't need to over me. Her wisps huskily in her ear, and one felt her cheeks. He tried to look at her, but she hid her embarrassed self and didn't move. Now don't get embarrassed, butterfly, and let me see you. She gulped, before meeting his eyes. He was still smirking, making her unknowingly bit her lower lip, and he closed his eyes. Where are we going? Wayne took a shaky breath, realizing they have to leave as she steps away. You'll know, she murmured, and started moving in front of him like a queen. He smiles, following her from behind as he's walking his queen's footsteps. Jingle looks around as he grits his teeth and clenches his eyes in anger. You didn't tell me we were coming here when Finch. He really called her by her name in all these months, and when he called her by her name, she knows he's beyond, and she must have done something that triggers him, and he surely don't like that. He pulled her towards him with a jerk, making her land on his. But like starting days with him, his anger issues don't affect her now, and she knows how to handle him each and every situation. Moreover, failed to notice the slight change he have been showing in his behavior from being overpossessive right to being jealous for every tiny reason, and never let her share with even a single creature. She was even understanding and having doubts on his behavior, but never questioned him, nor he let her show his real side. But after her a week ago, she was sure he was hiding something. Earlier, he got his memories back, or either something else. She knows how comfortable he is with her, but with the best of time, he knows how to manipulate her too. So, having no other option left, went took appointment with a fellow colleague of her in Texas, and she was reminded to know the truth. So, I didn't think I needed permission. His hold on her arm tightened. His eyes were darkened and pouring, but one was appearing calm and collecting as if stating, think. You think I'm a psycho one. His eyes turned dark, even if you think I am, you're a psychiatrist yourself. I don't need any other, he hissed angrily. I've never said you're a psycho. That's where you're wrong, baby. I only listen to you. Her heart skips a beat, and she felt herself blushing, but immediately composed herself. Well, I am a really talk appointment. I don't care, and we're leaving from here, he drawled again when she closed her eyes and let out a heavy sigh. On his stubbornness, she was aware it will happen anyways. He held her arm firmly and tried to drag her, but didn't move. Don't let me throw you on my shoulder and take you back with me when, he warned. His anger not subsiding even for a second when move closer to him that they can feel each other's breath. If you see doctor, I'll let you, he murmured, stressing a line from his face. It was the first time one did something like this, and a few colors passed from his face, and then he grits out. His every move was making him more angry. Her trembling on his each roar, but she was trying her best to not show it on her face. She knew herself she was putting her hand on Line's chain. I can rather make you. She would tell, feeling the nudge of his scale. Let's see when. You can ask me wherever you want, and I'll tell you everything without any lie. Promise, he nods. Let's just meet him for once, please, she pleaded, and after a few minutes, somehow make him agree to go with her. He finally listened but didn't speak even a single word in front of Doctor. Moreover, what triggered him more was the Doctor was a man and seems closer to one. It only triggered him more, and now he was. The ride back home was complete silent, but one can completely feel the intensity. She was thankful enough he didn't speak anything in car in front of a stranger, and from his action and the way he was behaving, she was sure her doubt is right. Car stop in front of mansion and runs inside before Jungle got a chance. He was hungry predator at the moment, and she was his prey. A breathy, dangerous crawl escaped from his throat to see her action as he stole inside like a hungry lion. He knew where she will and where will she possibly hide in his house anyways, and he was right, she was really there. Come out, butterfly, I know you're here, he murmured calmly as he took a and he stared perfect when see him from where she was hiding. She immediately came out and snapped towards him as she took the dangerous thing from his and threw it for and give him a look. But in a flurry she forgot what happened earlier, and now he was starting her in same friggin' anger. His eyes dark and enraged when gulped, realizing what she did and what happened earlier. It was his fate. Before she turns to move, he pulled her when Gulps had tried to go away, only for him to hold her more firmly. Jungkook. So what were Butterfly thinking earlier, When Gulps, when he smirk in satisfaction. The same thing you're supposed to tell me way earlier. I was counting first, but I'm 1000% sure now. She managed to say with her breaths. He was internally her making it difficult to even speak. Really? So what was you doubting butterfly? He whispers. And then give it a her shirt more tightly, his muscles. Tell me, baby. There you go, your memory's back and you were completely fine but still pretending to be sick. May I ask why? Breathed and pulled her to face him. Alice lie level. She shrugs. Give me answer, Jungkook. Or I tell you, baby, when you already know everything. When Smirk satisfied of his answer, she was already sure about it. Anyways. And when? 2 months ago. You remember anything happened before? He nods. Yes, I do. Even everything after I lost memories, meeting to coming on my house and rest is history. But he pulled her more closer. But I didn't forget what happened earlier and what you said. I hope you won't back off now when Gulps, and you surely needs for disobedience, Jungkook. I was just trying to know the truth. You better ask me what's up, Ruffla, instead of taking me to your psychiatrist friend. Why you didn't tell me about your memories? And he was just a colleague when defending herself because his over possessive nature. For no reason, and the damage has been done. And I'm sure you'll take full responsibility. When bit her lower lip and nodded, his eyes darkened. She knew what he was referring to. Moreover, it was not just him. She also started falling for him in all these months together, as much as I do. I'm not an ordinary man. You and your father are mafias. I know. His eyes slightly widened because and she was still there. He wanted to make sure of things before he took another step. So beside Van, straightening her hair strands from her face, she was. You want me, announced everyone about it. She snapped back. God, this sassy attitude but flat man dictate. Immoral leaving another. She nods. I love this sophisticated attitude of yours. It makes him more attractive. One grumbled. Stop it already, I'm sleepy. She murmurs, pressing a yawn, and grins. Wildly. Okay, good night, butterfly. Don't forget to dream about me, he murmured silkily, and why not? Too tired to speak. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.